Hello there everybody, I'm Kim Gow from Colour Passion. Today I thought we would do something, always trying to do something different, maybe a little deep space. I'm going to do a foil. I've painted my board black with a matte spray paint, and I'm going to show you how I go about putting on the adhesive, and then from there we're going to wait, and then I'm going to rub the foil onto it and get the impression on the base. Then we're going to use some gel tints, I'm thinking, and see how we go. So come along and join me. It'll be fun. And today also I'm going to be using Stonecoat Art Coat. That is something that I haven't used before. I've had it sitting here for a while. It's a great product. So finally I'm going to use it. So be using that. All right then guys, let's go have some fun. Okay, here we are, and I've got my board, and I've actually just spray painted with just a matte spray paint, and I've just let it dry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this product. I'll just put the lid on, otherwise I know I'm going to pour it everywhere. This one here by Artsville Embellishments, and it's a foil adhesive. So we're going to pop that on, and then we are going to let it dry for an hour. Then after that I can come back and pop on the foil and rub it back, and hopefully it's going to work some magic. So you probably don't need to watch me do this. So all I've got is a little foam brush, and I'm just applying it on, and this is going to dry clear, but it'll be tacky, and it'll remain tacky until I apply or put something on it, which in this case is going to be the foil. So we'll do that, and then we'll come back and have some fun. All right, I'll continue on doing this, and we'll see you in a bit. Okay, it's been just about an hour or so, and this is tacky. I can touch it, and but it's tacky as it's supposed to be. And I've just lowered it down so it's flat, because we've got to rub this off. So I've got a number of these foils, and I thought this one looked really pretty, sort of like a peacocky one. So now we'll put it on, rest it over the top. It's going to be a little bit tricky, because I'll have to put another piece on the other end. Why isn't everything easy? It just doesn't want to be, does it? All right, so maybe I'll just come down on the end here, like so. See if I put them too soon, it's going to be a problem. Okay, so hopefully now. All right, I'll just spread this out, and so it's going to be flat, we hope. And it's a bit crooked because it's not lining up with that edge to it, but it's sticking. So you know what, we're just going to have to run with it, and we'll fix it up. All right. Okay, got there. So we'll just run the scissors along the edge. Then what we'll do is we'll run another piece along here. I think I might cut it and then apply it on. That might be easier. It certainly is pretty foil. There's some amazing foils that this lady has available. All right, so if we do sort of there. See how we go. I'm just cutting a piece behind the camera. All right. Let's see how this goes. Basically about there. Good. There we are. So now what we need to do, there's a little bit of air under there, but we'll go on. So basically you want to, well probably I could do it with even just either a cloth, or in this case I'll just use my paper kitchen paper, that's what I'm trying to say, and just give it a little bit of a workout, rub it in there. A little bit of air in there, but when I pull it up I'll be able to pop it on, it should be all right. I'm not going too heavy along here, because if I do you'll see a distinct line and we don't want that. So basically I'm just going to go near it but not on it. And then this is just a little cheapy brush that I got, and the idea is to scrub it. So I'm not going to go around in circles, I'm just going to go back and forth like so. And again, this just all helps with getting the pattern, the foil, onto the adhesion underneath. And remembering, I'm not going up too close and tight because I just don't want that line. Pretty peacock feathers it is. So pretty, I might have to order some more. Okay. So just do a good going over to make sure that we really have put an amount down there, so it's all going to be covered beautifully, we hope. All right, here we go. If we pull this up here, I can do a little bit more, I think, because it's still with the lines there, so I might just come across this way. Because we don't want lines. Remembering I'm not going to be pour over this anyway, but oops. But we want to get on there as much as we can. I think that would be easier. Okay, let's see how that's coming along. Maybe I'll start from this end. See. Very tacky, but you can see it is coming off, which is good. But if I see little bits like that, I'm just going to come over it again, just to hopefully. It doesn't want to quite come off, does it? Okay, well, we'll just keep going, I think. Very pretty. Pull this one up as well. I'm drilling on that bit there, so I'll just try it again. Maybe some of the glue's a bit too wet still. We've got that on there. Just getting this last little corner off. Okay, a bit better. So even though I tried not to get a line, I still actually did get a bit of a line. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get that extra piece I had, like here, and And then hopefully it's going to cover it. And there's another little gap there, so we can put some there. Gosh, maybe a better brush. I thought this was stiff enough, but maybe it's not. Yeah, we're getting coverage there, which is fine. Where are we? A little bit maybe up on the top there. Finger first. Finger power. Okay. Very interesting, this process, isn't it? I find it fascinating. A bit more around the edge here because we want to make sure that that's all covered as well. A little bit there, so we'll just keep trying to find little bits where I've still got some on there. Takes a little bit of time, but okay, so it's given us a bit of a base, I guess, to start with. I'm just going to throw this back again. A little spot here I'd like to cover just there. Let's put a hole on it there, we don't want that. So the tackiness will stay until we put something on it. It's fabulous. Okay, so we've got pretty good coverage there. I'm pretty happy with that. Just maybe that little spot there. Yeah. Excellent. And you can see how you can come over and just, you know, wipe a bit more on if it's, you know, you've got some on the paper there, on the foil. And it just fills the gap. Excellent. Well, that's really pretty. Okay, so this is our base, and what I thought I would do is I'll use some tints today, and we'll put that on, and I want some clear spots as well so that we can see this shine through. So I'll just go and mix up the resin. Okay, well, we're back again now. Now what I've mixed up the resin, and what I've done is put just one little pump of each of these gel tints. The first one is pineapple. The second one is desert rose, one of my favourites actually. Amethyst for the purpley one, and then raspberry. And with the raspberry, I did just put a small amount in, and that's why it's given that beautiful transparent, and it is very transparent, but that's okay because we still want to see the pattern through. So that's that one. Then I've mixed up the pigment powder of Purple Honor, which is very dark, because I didn't want to go black, and I'm thinking it's quite a bit of purple through this, and I'm thinking that actually could be really pretty. So we'll add that. Then I've also got another little one here, and I'm going to put in our kaleidoscope, which is amazing, and over darker colours, of course, because it's chiefly the sparkles, the interference sparkles. So that should be beautiful over the top of the darker colours. Really making sure we've got that mix. That is going to be really pretty. All right, so we've got that. So let's get pouring. Okay, actually I'll just wipe my hands because they've got resin all over them because I've made a mess, haven't I? Using these amazing Sally's sugar wipes, which you heard me rave about them many times because they just keep everything clean. I can't even find it. There. You haven't seen them before. Sally's Sugar Soap Wipes, available in Australia in Bunnings for about $5. Fantastic. All right. I haven't worried about putting the tapes on because it doesn't really matter if it rolls over. So I think, yeah, what I'll do, I might put the colours on first. Again, just making sure, give it a good stir to make sure that any that's perhaps on the spatula is also mixed up in the resin. Now today I'm using the Stonecoat Art Resin. Giving that a whirl because I've heard wonderful things about it, and I may look in the future of even providing that as well to you. But for now, you can see what we can do with it. All right, so basically I'm just going to just pour over through because we want to see some of this colour come through. It doesn't matter where it is. Putting it upside down there, it can dribble out a bit more. Okay, next one we'll do is the raspberry. Bit here, bit there, bit everywhere. Do love these gel tints. They're very popular and they don't run out everywhere. And you can build these up to as deep as you want them or as transparent as you want them. Let's turn it upside down to last little bit maybe to dribble out. And that's the beauty of them. Okay, so now we've got the orange one. And as I said, I really made these very transparent today so that you could see through to see our foil underneath. That was the whole point of the exercise. And I will have in the description down below, I will put where you can get these foils from. Okay, you've got that one. And last but not least, the yellow. These little cups are fantastic. They come with the Paduo kits. Okay. Actually, that's really pretty, isn't it? That's really given it a lift. Wow. Happy with that. I'll just plop him on there. Let it run out. And then I'm going to put over the purple. I don't want to be too heavy-handed with this, so we'll just sort of see how we go. It's a gorgeous colour, this honor, sorry, purple honor, yeah, purple honor, sorry, mental blank there. I do use it a lot because if you want like a really dark purple, it's amazing. You can lighten it up with the white shimmer if you wanted a softer colour, or you could put obviously less in. Okay, so we'll do that, that's enough. Now I'm thinking I might just with my fingers, I might just smush, new word, smush it over. Just sort of going around the edges first. Smishing as we go. Back and forth. As if your fingers were kind of like a paintbrush. You're not really heavily moving it, you're just sort of on the surface really, and you just back and forth, and just putting it through. I really like that we can see the effects of the foil below shining through. Pretty pretty. And we'll hit it with the propane torch shortly. Right, just running around the edge there to make sure that we've got the edges all covered. Because you know me, I do like nice edges. I do like that this has worked out better. I've tried it before, as you know, and I haven't been totally happy with how it's transferred, but having the darker bottom today and learning just a bit more, practicing it, it's, yeah, I'm quite happy with the results so far. Let's see what happens, huh? You know my catchphrase, if you don't give it a go, you'll never, never know. So I'm always giving it a go for you. Okay, so we'll just leave that like that for now. And now I'm thinking I'm going to drizzle over some of this beautiful kaleidoscope. And it is magic, this. Magic in a jar. Beautiful. In a little bit more. Oops, that'll be right. Messy, messy. Just shapes, it doesn't really matter. Any shapes, really. If you go slow, obviously it's going to be thicker. And if you go faster, it's going to be thinner. Of course, you could be really creative and do it in a piping bag and pipe it on if you wanted to. I'm actually going to show you something, maybe even next week, with a piping bag with the high build artwork resin. And that is really quite amazing as well, because that creates a really thick raised line. And I might do it on a cheese board perhaps to show you how you can put it on and then use it as a barrier so that your products won't go everywhere. All right, I know that looks a bit busy at the minute, but let's just pop the propane torch on. Let's get in it. Okay. So we've done that, and I think what I might do now, actually, I might just get the heat gun and push it around. Talk about create as we go, but that's what it's all about. There's no right ways or wrong ways, it's just different ways. All right, so I'm just going to push this around a little bit. Just got that solid lines. Yeah, that's better. Don't mind if some runs over the edge at all. You sort of want wispy bits of sparkle throughout it. So we've got that so far. What else can we do? I was actually going to put some clear on, but I don't know that I need to, because I might just put perhaps a little bit on here and there, because really the gels have just been so amazing. showing through the foil. I just don't really know that I need to, but I'll just put a little bit on. And it'll just add to it. Use the leftover resin. You can see how light that is. I might actually just push it around a little bit again with a heat gun. All right, well look, we'll leave it at that for now, and I'll have a little bit of a think about this, and I may come back, or otherwise, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, you know me, I've decided that I just want to add a bit more colour. I've actually mixed up a couple of our colour shift. One is the russet, the new colour shift, that's one of the new colours, and fuchsia fire colour shift. They don't normally come in the jars, but because I go through so much, when I'm decanting, I pop it into a jar for myself. So I'm mixing those up, and I've just swished them around there. But I thought I'll also add a little bit of the cosmic colour change as well. So I'm just going to put probably half a teaspoon of that, actually. Just a bit sort of like on the end of my spatula, so there's not a great height there. And I thought Foxy's really pretty, that colour shift as well, because that's sort of like a purpley, silvery sort of colour, and I thought that that might go nicely in here as well. So, okay, you can see it there. Oop, that's better. All right, so now I think what I'm going to do is probably just with my fingers, I'm just going to be just ever so lightly just putting it over, just a little, sprinkle a little bit of magic. So you never be afraid to mix things up. And, you know, I just thought, well, it's sort of going to match better with the colours of what we've got here. And I just thought that would be a really pretty thing to do. So here we are doing it. Really love adding little bits of glitter. Really, really pretty. And we'll put some over the top here. Just with my fingers, I'm just sort of rubbing them together so that I don't get big clumps of it, but enough to make it a bit interesting. You can do all sorts of things with these glitters, you know, you really can. What can I do? Maybe just a little bit over here. Love, love, love it. A little bit over here. It's probably enough, isn't it? I know I do tend to go a bit overboard, but anyway, yeah, I'm happy with that now. I just think it just needed, I mean, I was happy with it, but I just think this just adds a little bit of something special to it, doesn't it? Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Here we are, the morning after the pour yesterday, and here we are. So we've got some really pretty sparkles happening there. Look at that. I am so glad that I put on the colour shift glitter. I think it really makes it. You can see some really great coming through here, the peaking, and that's obviously from the foils, which I definitely wanted. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? And it does remind me of those photos that you see in space. So that's what I thought, look at that, pretty, pretty. You know me, love a bit of sparkle and a little bit of colour sparkle there as well. So, pleased with the outcome of this. Love that we can see all the bits of foil peeking through, like even down the bottom here. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? So there we are. Well, that's this week's fun. Okay guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do. It would mean the world to me as I'm building the channel. Give me a like, thumbs up, could do with that to cheer my day. And I'm always happy to respond to any comments and any questions you may have. So please feel free to do so. and all the colours will be in the description that I've used below. So, okay, that's about it for this week. So remember, if you don't give it a go, you'll never know. So bye for now and have a great week, everybody.